Hi, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm feeling some messages. Um, I do feel like I'm picking up on a divine masculine and feminine who is very much close to coming back into union together. Um, I'm not going to worry about gender because there is no gender in tarot. So when I say he, I'm probably referring to divine masculine. When I say she, I'm probably referring to divine feminine. Doesn't mean that they have to be a he or a she, okay? I hope we understand that. So just for ease of talking. But I do feel a curiosity, and right now we have the Knight of Swords jumping on out there, coming at you real fast, which is communication. And I definitely feel this coming from the divine masculine. This communication feels a little awkward. So, because they are speaking from a different place than they normally speak from, this doesn't feel like the very structured, like, I feel like this masculine likes to even text a lot because then they can control what comes out. And, before they even press the send button, they read over it a couple of times. They're very careful with their words and how they word things. But I also see them using words to outmaneuver people sometimes. Okay, so there is a little bit of like energy of they know that they can use words to kind of get their way, if that makes sense. So, all right, we have the Empress coming out as well as the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the divine feminine right now is ending a cycle in her life, in their life, and she may be going through a tough time actually with this ending because it feels like there's a little bit of like betrayal, unfortunately, or like some deception, or just it hurts. The ending hurts her. And yeah, that's the truth that's coming in feels very in your face. Okay. Something, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting different collectives here, but for some collective here, I feel like the divine masculine is wanting to tell something to the divine feminine, how they've been feeling. And this influences a decision for the divine feminine. This influences a decision, and she chooses you. She chooses to be with you. She may be in a relationship right now, but knowing how you feel, or knowing it's I just feel like once she realizes or knows something, it's easy for her to make a choice. Why do I feel a choice is involved here? There's nothing out here that suggests a choice. Spirit, can you clarify that? Okay, we got Page of Wands. A whole bunch of cards just came on out. All right. Something feels weird here. I'm getting weird energy. What's going on? What's going on, Spirit? Whenever I get weird energy, it takes me, I don't know, we'll just see. What is this weird energy? Queen of Pentacles and the Devil, okay? Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. So with those two cards coming out, I'm sensing that the divine feminine is is figuring herself out. She's figuring out which direction. No. Y'all, this is... What is this? All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna pause the video and just do some like clearing of this space so I can like feel through this energy a little bit better. I'm gonna light some sage, get that going. I don't know. I feel very. I don't know if spirit doesn't want me to say everything. Like there's something here that needs to be discovered on your own. Okay, so there still might be some clearing that you need to do, some clearing out of some old emotions, it feels like. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's clear. Let's ding the bell. Okay. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Why are you jumping out at me? Okay, so what I'm getting is there's an opportunity coming towards the divine feminine that could elevate her. That could elevate her. But with it comes, like when somebody gets famous and they are tempted by all the things that comes with fame, and that's how rock stars or movie stars go downhill, is because they're surrounded by easily accessible things, right? That's the energy that's here now. Yes. Thank you. That bell helped clear out that energy. That was weird, you guys. So um it feels like with your divine feminine ending this cycle, and because of ending that cycle, she finds herself in a very glorious position to elevate her career. And so there's opportunity here, but with that comes temptations. Yeah. All right. So, and I'm also getting Capricorn energy as well for someone with the devil coming on out here. This could be someone who comes in who tempts you back or tries to pull you back into an old pattern, an old way of thinking, an old behavior. I am getting that sex may be a temptation here, but I'm getting also that you don't really want to share yourself with someone else unless it's your divine masculine. That's definitely what I'm getting. So unless this devil, this Capricorn is your divine masculine, I don't see you giving yourself away so easily, divine feminine. Not easily, you know what I mean? Like I even though sex may be there, that an opportunity you can take, I don't see you taking it because all you're interested in is your divine masculine. And so this kind of, once you kind of reject that old energy of being tempted by, all the things from your past, you're starting on this new highly elevated journey. And this is when you will find balance and you will come into financial stability. There's more here. This Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who's going to help you find that balance. This may not be your divine masculine, but it could be. I'm also getting that they offer you a job, a position, working with them. Yeah. Oh, actually, this does well for your bank account. I see your bank account growing. So divine feminine, it feels like you, with the end of this cycle, you start focusing on you and getting your feet underneath you solidly so that you really don't feel like you need your masculine. You feel very independent. So the Fool is like your journey of independence, of financial stability on your own. So whether you have your masculine in your life or not, you don't need them for financial security or stability, because you have your own. All right. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords coming out here, along with the Ten of Cups. I just heard you're going to find them. You're going to find the person who's being sneaky. There's someone who doesn't have the best of intentions around you, but you sniff them out. I feel like you sniff them out right away, and they don't affect you. You know exactly who's on your team, who's for you, who's part of your tribe. You know it. We've got the Hanged Man and the Knight of Cups coming out here. That's another knight. Yeah. All these horses. So the knight that's out first is going this, or it's going that way. Wait. It's so hard to do this on camera. He's going that way, right? And the rest of the horses that are out here, this Six of Wands, this Knight of Pentacles, and this Knight of Cups, those horses are all going that way, the opposite direction. So yeah, once you leave or in this cycle, and it feels to me like it may be a breakup from a relationship, once that is done and dealt with, then your movement forward, because it feels like this person is holding you back. They're trying to get you to stay your old self when your Empress self is trying to come forward, Divine Feminine. Okay, your Empress self is trying to come forward, and you know this now. I just watched one of my old videos, because when some of my old videos jump out at me, I watch it because it may have information I need to hear. And one of the things it was saying is, you're an Empress, but you don't even know it. And so now I feel like you're knowing it now. You know you're an Empress. You know you're worth more. You know you deserve more. And so you get rid of the thing that is holding you back. Yes. And so this brings you a feeling of just freedom, victory. You get to celebrate. I see someone's having a divorce party. And then some of you are just sad. So some of you are elated that you're getting divorced, like it's a celebration. And others are like, man, you really wish it could have worked, but they just couldn't get their crap together. You did everything you could. You really wanted it to work, but it didn't because of them. Because you decided that you wanted to experience life where you didn't have to fight you didn't have to like beg. You didn't have to explain yourself and justify and all that stuff that you do in a relationship you're not happy in. Yeah, so some of you though are going to be going out with friends, having a divorce party, and that might be when this temptation comes in, for you to go down a certain road, and you have to make the decision if you want to go down that road or not. And I see you not going down any kind of negative road. I see you're like, no, I'm not going to trade one experience for the same kind of experience. Heck no. And so that's when you decide for yourself that you want better, that's when things align for you. That's when it aligns. When this Fool comes out, it just feels like a whole new timeline to me. Feels like a whole new trajectory for you. Opportunity, balance, harmony, saving, security, recognition, awareness. All right, this came out and flipped over. So it was upright and it flipped over to reverse, which I see. Let me look into that in just a second. You're gaining a new perspective on something. I feel like you're surrendering an old way of thinking. Um, it feels like you're put into a position, whether this is a job or just something going on in your life, where you are having to be very compassionate, very empathetic. Um, okay. That's for only some of you. But this hanged man also makes me feel like a surrendering, like a, you know what? Oh, you know what? You know what? This Seven of Swords for some of you feels like your own deception, your own self deception. So when you start getting money, you start, there's almost a self deception here that you've, what is that? I just feel this warning from spirit because I feel a lot of different circumstances, but I feel a very strong warning from spirit that once you start getting abundance and money, you're not meant to keep it all for yourself. You're meant to share it with the world. You're meant to, yes, that's what this is. Okay, now I feel the energy of it. Okay. So this is you getting this money, and then the reason you come into this abundance is because you're meant to share it. You're meant to help heal the world with whatever you're doing. You may need a different perspective, or you may need gosh. This feels like stepping out of your comfort zone in order to do this. But it feels like when you do step out of your comfort zone and you put yourself out there that you want to do this thing with this new abundance that you have, that here comes along somebody who can give you what you need with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. And so this Four of Cups feels like you're getting rid of that need to. I'm sensing for some of you, like you finally got abundance in your life, and now like you are getting pulled to want to spend it, and it's tough for you. So I'm getting that there's some healing needing to be done with your heart space, because abundance. I'm hearing money doesn't belong to you. Money is a resource to do the things that we need to do, but it doesn't belong to you, Like it doesn't go with you when you die. So it doesn't belong to you. It's just an earthly thing, right? So when you get this money, there needs to be a period of like reflection and looking at what, like, you feel elated that you got all this money, right? All this abundance coming in. But and that's one of those other temptations. Okay. So yeah, you're learning to now be stable while also understanding the flow of abundance. Okay. Queen of Wands. This is where you change your perspective with the Hanged Man, and you change your perspective and you become a very empathetic, nurturing, compassionate, creative person who knows exactly where to spend the money, knows exactly where to put your energy. But you also protect yourself, and you have guides that are protecting you and guiding you where to spend your money. So there's almost a surrendering to spirit, like, hey, I have this abundance now. What do you want me to do with it? Yes, that is definitely what this is. You have this abundance now. What do you want me to do with it, spirit? I surrender it to you. This is not my money. This is our money. What do you want me to co-create with you? And then in comes the idea. In comes the fire and passion, the motivation, the spark. Okay? Yes, yes. And it allows you to be creative. It gives you a sense of purpose. Okay? 10 or 9 of cups. Lots of cups here. So we have some water signs here. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So this is like your life passion, your life dream coming to fruition. I see it just it bubbles up so much emotions in you that you are seeing it come to life. Okay, we've got death here. So this is the end. This is a transition, a transformation. What is this death about? I want to know more. What is this death about? Yes. Okay, so this is the end of this is you transitioning into a very balanced, giving person, with the abundance that's going to be flowing into your life. This is meant to be shared, right? But I'm feeling like you're very choosy with who you share the money with. You make sure that it is someone who, oh gosh, why is this so hard to get through? Because of your resistance. Yeah, you really are resisting spending your money, but that's something that you're healing. And then that is something that you realize your perspective has changed, because the more that you give in order to heal, the more that comes back to you. And when you see that happening in real life, in real time, whereas you spent, this is just a very silly 3D example. You spent $1,000 towards supplies to a healing center, because that's all you can do right now, right? Or maybe you give your free time to dedicated to something, whereas you volunteer, you don't get paid for whatever services you offered, and then because of that you get offered a job, or someone goes, you know what, she really deserves, or he really deserves money for the time and effort they put in, so they give you some money for it. I'm just seeing that with you putting out that you want to help, you get back so much more, okay? Just by investing a little, you get a lot back, if that makes sense. And this card, 7 of Cups, more cups here. You see your dreams coming to life. Yeah, with the King of Wands, you see your dreams coming to life. Someone here is definitely dedicated to the healing arts, and I see a healing center. I also see an education center, which could be part of the healing center. There's so many ways to spend your money in a way that helps society truly heal and grow. Something about hair here for someone, because I can't stop fidgeting with my hair. That was weird. I never get the urge to just pick up the card on top of the deck, and I did, but it's the Page of Pentacles. Okay. More. So lots of Cups and Pentacles, earthly. So I'm getting, it's funny. I feel like the divine masculine here could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I feel like the divine feminine here could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or and there's the Pisces card, the moon. And the King of Pentacles is out here. Okay. What do we got going on? Sorry, I'm a little distracted because my phone is ringing. Even though it's on silent, I saw it. So there's something that may be visually distracting to you. Could be the bling bling. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, some more earth, very earth energy here. Could be the bling bling that's distracting you. It's funny because the moon kind of resembles that pentacle right there. So there's definitely something here with money and abundance that I see that you have some kind of money wound that definitely needs healed. And here's the Two of Cups, meaning balance and harmony. Okay. Coming in, this feels to me like a business partner, actually. Someone you're teaming up with to help you with making decisions regarding financial matters, and because you are an emotional person, so you make decisions with your heart, and there almost needs to be someone who's a little more grounded to keep you logical and make wise decisions when it comes to money. So yeah, you're going to be teaming up with someone who's going to so put that out into the universe. I need someone that's going to help me make smart decisions about my money. Please allow them to come into my life. I am receptive to them now. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like, a lot of spiritual people, the star. Yes. So this allows you to shine fully, because now you're not worried about, oh no, am I doing my taxes right? Do I have my money in the right place? This feels like you're teaming up with someone who kind of knows the way of the land, knows the ropes about finances, and they allow you to shine. You're a star, and stars don't sit there and worry about the nitty gritty of everything. They've got way too much going on to worry about that. They hire someone or they partner with someone that will show them the way, that will make good decisions for them. But it will take your intuition to be able to discern who is a good match for you. But you'll feel it, you know. And I know it's hard. It's tough to trust someone with your money. I get it. You worked really hard. And so, yeah, you don't want it to go away. You don't want to get screwed. Yeah, I feel you have a hard time trusting someone, but there is someone coming in that you can trust. Can we know more about this partner in business? Because I feel your curiosity. Yeah, it's a good match. Yeah, this person that offers financial advice is a good match for you. Yeah, and they'll be able to tell you the truth about things, and they're not trying to manipulate you. They're not trying to screw you over. It reminds me of that movie with John Cena and Aquafina, where she's the lottery winner, right? And so, but the thing is, once you win that lottery, anybody can come after you and take your ticket or whatever, and so they can kill you. It's kind of like the purge, but but they're trying to get. And so John Cena shows up as like someone that will protect her while she is trying to survive the day, right? So they have to survive the whole day so that she can keep her money. And he comes along and says, I'll protect you, but of course, I'll have some of the money. And she doesn't know the whole time whether to trust him or not, but she goes based on how she feels towards him. And in the end, she can trust him. And so they both get quite a good amount of money. So yeah, both of you, this is such a beautiful relationship that you have, because of their knowledge and help, they're able to help you and you're able to help them. It's just a good match all around. What do we got here? The Magician. Yeah, this allows you to focus on being the magical being that you are, and so you don't have to worry about anything else. And you have the funds to make things happen. You have the funds, the money, the abundance to make things happen. The Chariot. So get going. You're gonna have them. Oh man, it's just gonna flow once this abundance comes in. This could be an inheritance, I'm feeling, especially when that Death card came out. I am feeling that this could possibly be an inheritance for someone. Yeah. All right. So what are you worried about? Starting over. Why are you worried about starting over? Okay, it feels like once you get this abundance coming, yeah, you're going to be moving and moving fast. So, and I'm seeing that you're not used to moving at this speed and it worries you that you won't be able to keep up with it. So, there is this time where you need to just kind of take a break, take a pause. Remember that you are a human being and you're not a machine. Okay. You need to rest. This feels like a vacation or a different direction. Like it feels like a different direction to go in. Okay. We've got, okay. There's this guy that I watch sometimes. What's his name? Lee McNasty, and he's a teacher. And so he does these little videos of him making fun of his kids. And there's this one kid named Sasha, one character that he does, and he's like, okay. And it's so funny. It gets me every time. But he uses a filter that makes the face look all goofy looking when he's like, okay. It's the best. Okay. That also reminds me of Snaggle something. Yeah, anyways. Okay. We've got High Priestess, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. You guys. This is good stuff. You know, once you rest, I see that you get some very important like information spiritually, downloads, messages from spirit. It's almost like you get too busy that you stop hearing spirit. And that's why you feel disconnected from your soul is because you're getting so busy with everything you're doing that you have to stop. You literally have to stop and rest and get back into this. Could be going on a retreat or like some kind like that dark retreat where you're in the dark for like 3 days. Yeah, but then the sun shines and you're able to see with clarity. You're able to see with openness, and yeah. There's a lot of yellow in this reading, so I feel like your solar plexus may be something to make sure it's balanced and stays good here. That Four of Wands feels like more than just what I said. So let me look into that a little bit. Someone will be getting married, and I feel like it'll be in outside in the sun. Very very bohemian, I'm feeling. Flowers, almost like Midsummer, you know that movie with Florence Pugh, how everything was so flowery and everything. Just kind of earthy and nature. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Ooh, I saw the Page of Swords try to chop down one of these wands, which they are not successful, but they're trying. It feels like someone comes in and is like, oh, yeah, well, did you know that they blah, 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 and they kind of like tell one of your secrets, which really disappoints you. Really, really, really disappoints you. It's almost like somebody can't stand seeing you happy, and so they come in and it's like, oh yeah, well they did this like 20 years ago, and then you're just like, really? I'm so sorry that you feel you have to do that. Like, bucket of crabs. This feels like a bucket of crabs person. Page of Wands. Okay. And, for some of you, I feel like some of you are going to be on social media. And this Page of Wands to me represents all the people encouraging you to keep going. I love what you put out. I love your content. I love what you're doing. Because I feel like by being on social media or just being out on the internets, that you you are putting out there, you're documenting what you're doing and what you're up to, and people are here for it. People are definitely here for it. This feels like support. I see them cheering you on in the comment section. I love what you're doing. Okay, give me a second. All right. So then, and we have the King of Pentacles here. So I see someone that may want to invest in you further because they love what you're doing with your energy. They approach you with like, "Hey, I am can get on board with what you're trying to do for the planet. I see where you're going. I don't think you're meant to do it alone, and I would like to join you." And this could be the same person from before. This could be a different person. It feels like someone else, honestly. Okay, we want to wrap it up here. So, but Spirit just wanted to confirm to you that the energy is there for you to be abundant, to heal your money wound, to partner with someone who will help you navigate life with all this money and how to spend it wisely and invest it wisely. And all you're left with is the ideas and the action and the creativity to go along with it. That Queen of Wands. Okay. This person may also have romantic feelings for you that wants to invest with you. They may have more than just business ideas. They got ideas for, I don't want to say that, but you know what? They have ideas for your body. That's funny. They want to, your body is a wonderland. Yeah, see? Love it. I love it when Spirit confirms the energy I'm feeling. Your body is a wonderland. Yeah, they want to explore. They want to explore. Yes, they are very into you. I'm getting a little bit shy. Oh, there he is. This is your divine masculine that because of what you're doing, they want to come in with you. They want to be on board with you. So justice is here. And the Tower is here. So your masculine may be going through a divorce. Or they may be getting a divorce once they meet you. I don't know. The energy there is of as a balancing out. Okay. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Working hard here. What is that? I need clarity on the Eight of Pentacles. Clarity on the Eight of Pentacles. And then we really do need to wrap this up. King of Cups. Okay, they've been working really hard on getting to a place where they feel comfortable approaching you. And this King of Pentacles is now in a place in their life where they are financially balanced, emotionally balanced, mentally balanced. And the only thing left is spiritual, and that's where you come in, my love. That's where you come in. They know that they feel a connection to spirit. They just don't know how to navigate it. Whereas they have the money, you have the knowledge, the knowing, the connection. So I do see them being very curious towards your abilities, because you're the high priestess, divine feminine. You're intuitive, feminine, fiend. They're a fiend for you. You're like a drug to them. They can't get enough of you. Oh my gosh. They really have come a long way in being able to express this, though. So, divine masculine, good job. I'm proud of you. All right, that's a very good stopping place. I do want to get one animal card. Spirit, you hear me? Just one. Just one. Okay. Just one. And we got it right here. The hawk for spirituality. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind. Yes, quieting the mind. And detaching from your thought pattern puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. Yes. And that is when the High Priestess came out. So this is just confirming that there will be a time where if you feel overwhelmed, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. Trust me. Okay, you guys? Wow, what a journey. Thank you for sticking with that, through that with me. And I will see you on the next reading. Much love and light to you guys. Bye. Also, let me know what you're like investing in, Let me know what this idea is for where you want to invest. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments if you resonate with this reading. Maybe put a money sign in the comments if you resonated, or put a green and blue heart for divine feminine, divine masculine. All right. All right, guys, that's it. Bye.